Hi everyone, Snipe Trading here. Today is March 29th, Monday, and I'll be going over my recap for today. Unfortunately, today is a red day recap. It will be my second red day this month. I think it was a slower day, slower Monday, but hopefully tomorrow will pick up. Monday is usually slow due to the weekend and going into Monday. And usually the second day usually have 2-day flags or 2-day plays where you can base off the Monday price action. But let's get started. So traded a few stocks today. RKT is probably one of the only setup that kind of formed that I had a little bit of confidence in. But it didn't provide me, or I actually missed a second set of the trigger here. But my first trade was for $70 win here was a inverted cup and handle. So you can see the extension on the 1-minute chart, the inversion there, and the break of the cup. So I went ahead and took a short there on the 25.80 or so there. Took profit when it was hitting the 15-minute trend line. And then you can see it bounced right off the trend line on the 5-minute 9 EMA. And then it had a setup. This was almost a textbook play on the 5-minute chart, but I missed it. And it also broke there around 25.80 or so. And it pretty much tagged the 15-minute EMA, 30-minute, and the hourly. So we go to the 5-minute chart. You can see what I was saying. So you can see lower highs, inverted cup and handle, the break of that trend line, and it had a nice trail. Unfortunately, I was watching it on my other screen, but I think I was distracted and missed the trade there. But nonetheless, it was a great trade here and definitely a big opportunity there for a big downside. So that was RKT for a $70 win. LGHL was my next trade. This was a couple of day flag. So you can see if you look in the hourly time frame, there's a multi-day flag, and also on the daily time frame, you can see that it had consolidated around this area, holding the 9 EMA trend, and today was the day that popped over that flag line. So I went ahead and tried to look for an opportunity here to go in early, and this was a decent looking chart. You can see support, resistance became support here, and I bought on that flag. I sold a little bit there, but it wasn't the best sell. So it was just a $16 winner there. It ended up holding up on the hourly chart trend and ended up flagging again around this area, and that's where the breakout happened for that end of day flag. So LGHL looks pretty decent on the daily chart. It had retested the 9 EMA, and I can see more upside tomorrow. So this will be on my watch list for tomorrow as well, LGHL. But it was pretty much a flat trade of $16 win there. SEAC was for a small loss. This was a little bit of battle between the short and the longs, and in the end of the day, the longs took the winning victory. So here there was a potential long setup around this area, around the 170s, broke above highs, but the whole day it trailed the 15-minute trend. So you can pull up the 15-minute chart, you can see it was trailing on the 9 EMA, and because it was extending on the hourly time frame, if you pull in the hourly time frame, when it was trading up here, it was quite extended. Even this last candle was quite extended. It actually pushed it up because of that squeeze on the final hour, but I wasn't comfortable going in the long side, so I was more of a short bias towards the end of the day. But pretty much what I found here was looking for inverted cup and handle there, short, cover, took some break-even trades, and here's another one where I look for a short for this flag. bear flag for the correction to the hourly chart on the 90 EMA. I end up sticking a stop there for a break even, and some more trades here. Pretty much any sign of inverted cup and handle I try to take. This one broke by a penny, as you can see in that little spot there. And I covered the rest. And my last one, I give it one more chance to kind of break down this trend line. It broke just by a penny again, and it ramped up. So I pretty much broke even, got in at 188 there, and just got out at 188 technically. But yeah, the longs end up winning the battle there and end up squeezing the shorts out through high of day. And looks like it's trending higher to the high of 276. Now it's pulling back. But SEAC was definitely a difficult ticker to trade today. It wasn't the easiest. And other trades, so it was a really slow morning, and I ended up looking at other tickers that are more larger caps and less liquid and less volume, and I end up taking bigger loss. So as you can see, the title of today's topic will be the best position is no position. So if there's no setup, then we shouldn't take any trade, and just sitting on cash is the best position. So I went ahead and yes, I looked through I opened my criteria a little bit and look at more stocks that are pretty much outside my niche. So this AZN was definitely a larger cap stock, and I saw that it was extended, but usually this larger cap stock doesn't trail back down to the hourly as often as the smaller caps. So I ended up taking a small loss here on $21 on AZN. Since it was extended on the 1 minute chart, I was looking for a pullback to the 5 minute EMA or the 15 minute EMA. Didn't get that, pushed up, stopped out. For a $20 loss there. Next trade was EDAP. Also a very low volume stock. You can see there's a lot of gaps here, not a lot of movement. I tried to short after this fell here, and then second time here. So both were small losses. I think it was a $20 loss here and a $20 loss here. It ended up breaking high of days here and then falling there, but I think it ended up crawling back towards high. So a little tricky, and these type of takers I should avoid. My biggest loser for today was HOL. So this one was also a little tricky. I saw extending on the 5 minute chart. It had a little breakdown here by a little bit there, and I was looking for a retest on the 15 minute chart, but what ended up happening was it was really spready. It actually popped up towards the 160 area and stopped me out. And because it was illiquid, it had like a 10-cent spread, so I sized in a little bit way too much compared relative to the spread size, but I ended up taking a bigger loss than I anticipated. So $162 loss there on HOL, bringing me for a total of loss of 154 for today. Not bad, still up a lot in the month, but definitely red days we like to avoid, but I have to kind of learn from each mistake, and that mistake is not to boredom trade. So that is my end of day recap, just trading 6 stocks, down a total of 154 overall for today. But if you enjoy these recaps and listening to my thought process, feel free to hit the subscribe button and give me a like. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.